You okay? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Micaela. This is my first YouTube video and it is going to be about my nursing school interview, but I hope in the future to post all about my nursing school journey. I'm currently going to be beginning my third year in nursing school. My last 2 years, I just transferred to a new school, so I love to share my journey with you guys. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos. So I applied to 4 schools, and one of the schools responded to me 2 weeks after I submitted my application and reached out to give me an interview. I scheduled the interview for 2 weeks after that, so it was exactly a month from the due date of their application. So before I went in for my interview, I didn't really do that much preparing. I kind of made like a cheat sheet the night before. I just wrote facts about the school and about the hospitals, and I watched some YouTube videos about nursing school interviews and wrote the facts and like a bunch of key information that I found from those videos on a cheat sheet, and I just read it on the way there. But once I got there, I didn't really look at it after that. When I got to my interview that day, they sat me down and it was like 16 people. They took us into a few different groups, and I wound up interviewing with 4 other girls and actually the head of the nursing program. So it was really intimidating. But let's get into the part that you guys are probably waiting for. The questions that they asked me, they're actually really basic, but I couldn't find anything online when I searched them up. I don't know if you guys are finding better stuff online, but I did not find anything. Questions they asked me were, tell me about yourself. So I just basically gave a broad answer about where I'm from, what my age is, and where I went to school previously. Why do you want to be a nurse? What a nurse's daily life looks like. What qualities should all nurses have? And then, what challenges have you overcome? And what is your biggest accomplishment? I made sure to be really personal with my answers and always share like a personal experience in each one of my answers, just so that the interviewer would feel like they have like a closer relationship with me and they would kind of get to know me on more of a personal level rather than just the level of me answering those questions. Group interview setting is kind of harder than the individual interviews, only because everyone's answering the same questions one after another, so you have to make your answers unique and try not to use the same wording or the same answers that the people who went before you. So that's another tip for group interviews, and that's the hardest part. Kind of, you have to think of multiple answers for a question because someone might have already used your answer and you don't want to use the same answer that they did. There was this one girl answering all of her questions like very cookie cutter, I should say, or like what you expect people to say. So for the question like what quality should a nurse have, or why do you want to be a nurse, she answered like, I'm very caring, I love people. And I feel like that's a very cookie cutter answer. Not saying that one or the other is wrong, just saying that my personal interviewer, she seemed more impressed by like more in-depth answers and not just the I'm caring, I'm loving answer, which I feel like anybody could give. It's the most basic answer to that question. So another tip that I have is to make sure to answer intelligently. This kind of goes with the tip before about not saying like loving and caring. You want to use like, this is so cliche, a bigger vocabulary and make yourself seem smart, even though I'm sure you are, but that's self-explanatory. That makes sense, I hope. So I know that was short, but hopefully my sample answers and questions helped you guys out just a little bit, since I couldn't find anything on the internet. But if you did, good for you. I must be terrible at searching. I know this video was probably super awkward. If you liked it and you would like to follow me, please subscribe and like and give me some confidence. So on that note, we are going to end this right here so I can stop embarrassing myself. Okay, bye.